Hello. So I wasn't really gonna vlog today, but I do have something like on my mind that I kind of just wanted to answer because I have had some people ask me why don't I go to like Mexico to get weight loss surgery. It's drastically cheaper. You don't have to go through all these requirements, etc., etc. And the answer is pretty easy, especially now. I am following someone's journey on here on YouTube who went to Mexico to get their surgery done, and there was like not many requirements, like no therapy, nothing, and now they're struggling with like being afraid of food because they didn't have like the requirements of therapy beforehand, which now that I've started therapy and I've talked more to my psychologist, like the one who recommended therapy that I do it, now that I understand more of the reasoning behind it, it makes sense because I don't want to get my surgery and be afraid of food. And it just seems so unhealthy to me when getting weight loss surgery is supposed to be like a pivotal moment in your life that is healthy and good things will be coming from that. You literally just go to Mexico, and I know you do like a little bit of lab work and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. Like, therapy isn't required, to work on your past trauma isn't required, to work on your food issues isn't required, and I just find that to be strange, and I don't exactly agree with that because the reason why we need weight loss surgery to begin with is because we have problems with food, and I don't want to go into surgery or get out of surgery and be afraid of food. That sounds scary to me. It sounds like setting yourself up for failure type style, and I definitely don't want to put myself in that position. I feel like getting it here in the USA, unfortunately, the process is longer. It is more expensive, but that process is going to make you be successful. And I don't know, I've just gotten so many questions of people asking about that, and I could talk a lot more about this. I could be very long-winded in this subject because I feel like going to Mexico for someone who is like a food addict is probably a bad idea because of the lack of requirements and help that you need to put into yourself before you get the surgery. Like, I understand that sometimes, you have to do what works best for you. And since it is cheaper in Mexico, I understand why people choose that. But I just don't think that it's good because the more I learn about weight loss surgery and the things required to get it here in the USA, like, it makes sense. It adds up. I truly feel like after weight loss surgery, if you're afraid of food, if you're opening a snack cabinet and you're feeling fearful that you're going to eat that food, or you're afraid for when you're allowed to have that food, then you didn't put enough work in yourself before surgery. And that is why I'm going to therapy now. And that is why I'm getting this shit figured out now, because I don't want to be put in that position. I know after surgery, it's going to be really hard. Therapy is still going to be needed. That is so freaking important. It's not even funny. I don't know. It's like for me and how I feel, getting weight loss surgery in Mexico is like throwing someone who's never been around lions and tigers into a cage with them. But then doing it with the requirements, the therapy beforehand, is like you actually become a trainer for those tigers and those lions. So I don't know. That's the best way to describe it. And the reason why I would not get weight loss surgery in Mexico. But I'm not like knocking anyone who has done it because obviously there's successful stories. But I just know that this feels more safe and more healthy, and the right way for me to do it is to do it here in the USA with all set requirements done. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna take those out because they just died. The little sound. So I need to charge them. I have a little bit of a Amazon haul. So let's get into it. First things first. Okay, actually, before I haul any of this stuff, I know some people wonder, like, why do you do Amazon? Well, why don't you just like go to the store? My girlfriend is working majority of the day. I could take an Uber, have taken a couple in the past, but the Uber to even get to the store, $20, $30. So it's like, I'm literally paying way more than I do for just like Amazon Prime. So I save money doing it this way, and I have no problem, you know, getting it on Amazon. Anyways, it's just like a little sprayer for your hair. There is a little hairstyle I want to do where it says like, make sure it's like damp, like spray it with some water. And I didn't have anything like that, so needed it. Next thing is I got some of this, they're insertable plastic dividers, and they're like lace looking. They're so cute. They're actually all different. So sometimes I catch myself repeating myself, and it's mainly because I know not every single person who watches my videos watches every single one of my videos. So that's why I will add like little clips from the past, even if it's just from last video. I actually, just a few days ago, started a class online, or a course, a course, same thing. And it has been a lot of fun so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I have been doing a lot of writing for it, and I'm just following the instructions that they say. You know, loose leaf paper, which I already had a ton of, but I didn't have certain things that I also needed, like dividers. So next bag, I got some maxi dresses. So here is a gray one. Literally just gray. And then I actually got a like snake bite one. Snake bite. Okay. I used to have snake bites. If you can see the dots, the holes next to my lips. I meant to say snake skin. This is cute. I really hope that they fit, which I'm sure they will, because I've gotten these in the past, just different colors and stuff, and they do fit. So next box. So this is a binder. It's also what I needed for class, to just put my little dividers in. Last but not least, I do notice that something is missing. I got 3 maxi dresses and I only have 2. So last but not least, I got some gel pens. So 120 of them, unique colors. So I am a little disappointed because the binder is broke right here. It's not too bad, but I got my little tabs, or whatever you want to call them. Look how pretty they are. I love them. So I was adding all of my paper and the stuff, you know, I've already done and stuff. And I realized it's also broke pretty bad right here. This is unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay. So I think this is like the first binder I've ever bought off of Amazon, and it's a bad experience. So I don't think I'll ever be doing that again. So this was sent to me by a subscriber, if you guys remember that PO box unboxing. And I actually got the gel pens specifically to color. So I'm going to do the A first. They do all have like, you know, D for Daisy, I for Iris. I'm not gonna follow that. I'm just gonna color it the color that I want to, instead of like coloring it the color of a tulip or the color of a lilac. I'm not gonna do that. So, oh, there's 2 A's. Does that mean there's 2 B's? Oh, there's 2 of each. Oh my God, wait, maybe Feline can color too. That's neat. Alrighty, so I finished. I wanted to do this one like super colorful, no theme. I mainly just wanted to see how the different gel pens worked, because some are glittery, some are metallic, some are not. So that's how it looks. And then I noticed in the gel pens, there's these ones that like are several different colors. So I'm gonna leave them out because I usually just base it upon the color of the cap. So I don't want to get confused when I'm coloring and think that I'm picking up a yellow, but it's actually like pink. So I'm just getting ready for bed. I wanted to vlog more tonight, but I didn't. I suffer with pretty bad panic attacks, and tonight I had one. As you can tell, my eyes are swollen. I'm like super red. So, yeah, that happened and it ruined my night, obviously. So, like, I was just gonna like end the video and be like, you know, something happened, so blah, blah, blah. But my goal is to be more transparent and vulnerable. And I had a panic attack. Nothing caused it. It literally just like came out of nowhere. I think that's the worst one I've had in a very long time. So just to open up a little bit more, trigger warning, panic attack symptoms. Mine usually consist of massive hyperventilating. That is like the main big one for me. But this one, which, you know, this used to happen back when I was like 18, 19, when my panic attacks first started. Like, my body does not know how to react, and my jaw, like, it doesn't lock up, but it clenches so bad that I just can't even move my mouth, and I'm like hyperventilating and drooling. This is really hard for me to talk about, to be honest, especially because I just feel so worn down by it. But I feel like more awareness needs to happen when it comes to like panic attacks and anxiety and stuff. I've tried to open up about it in the past, and I still remember a quotable moment that people still quote me by. Like, not being able to control, like, depression. It's like all those things, like not being able to control your mind sometimes, or your emotions or anything. It's one of the most scariest things in the world. I feel like I need to actually share this because I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Even though a quote came out of that, my anxiety is very real, and my anxiety / panic attacks are very real and scary. And I think what is the craziest is like everything could be going right and anxiety just decides to mess that up. So yeah, there's no comment of the day. There's no being interviewed by you. There's no P.O. box. There's none of that in this one. I know I'll wake up and I'll feel better. I mean, now that the attack is gone, I already feel better, obviously, but it's like that what's the word? Residual aftermath effects. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay. If you feel your mental health getting a little, see somebody, please talk to somebody. I don't know if this might be triggered by my first therapy appointment. I don't know, because I did already talk about some hard-hitting stuff. So maybe, I don't know. But regardless, I'll be okay. My head just like really hurts. I need to drink some water. I feel a little dehydrated. But I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys enjoyed what this video is worth, I guess. And I will see you in my next one.